You may now begin your presentation.
Good afternoon. My name is Stephanie Amones.
Hello, my name is Jovi Reeves.
Hi, my name is Shelby Potasic.
Hello, my name is Kirsten Post. Assisting us today is Jeannie Tavares and Stephanie Sweeting.
This year, our Flagler Enactus team experienced many roadblocks, but by changing direction, we were able to take a fresh look at our projects and find a new way to reach our goals.
Finding our detour got us out of our comfort zone, and by helping others find their detour, they discovered they could accomplish things they never thought possible.
Meet City Manager John Regan. Plastic bags were destroying his beautiful city.
Meet Nick. At 17, he was headed for a life of crime.
Meet Tammy. She and her husband are living in a homeless shelter.
Meet Antoine. At 18, he will be forced to leave his foster care home and has an uncertain future.
Meet Purple Heart recipient Adam Burke. His mission was to get wounded combat veterans jobs.
All were at the intersection of now what and where to. We helped them find their detour.
Flagler College is located in our nation's oldest city, St. Augustine, Florida.
If you walk along our beaches, you can see the effects of plastic bags on our environment.
Every year, these bags kill over 1 million birds, seals, whales, and fish.
These are just numbers until you actually see a turtle die from the effects of a plastic bag.
Every Sunday, our Enactus team would clean our beautiful beaches, only to return the following Sunday and clean them again.
It takes at least 500 years for a plastic bag to biodegrade. If Ponce de Leon had landed in Florida carrying a plastic bag, that same bag would be there today.
We realized it would take more than a day at the beach to prevent our wildlife from going the way of the Twinkie.
We found our detour, not on the beach, but in City Hall.
Working with City Manager John Regan, we created a reusable bag initiative that would bring together our entire community in a joint effort to eliminate plastic bags.
We called this initiative Make History.
This detour forced us to navigate tough, unfamiliar terrain like city ordinances, codes, politics, and red tape.
We wrote a reusable bag resolution that outlined our plans for an environmentally sound, clean, and healthy community.
We presented the resolution at a city council meeting.
It was passed unanimously.
St. Augustine declared our initiative an official beautification component of the city's 450th anniversary celebration.
To demonstrate St. Augustine's commitment to replacing plastic bags, the city has ordered 5,000 of our reusable commemorative bags.
The entire community is on board.
50 local businesses have committed to purchasing our reusable bag.
4 schools and over 1,000 students have pledged to support our initiative.
The city has declared September 17th Make History Day, the official rollout of our City of St. Augustine commemorative reusable bag.
Our Make History initiative is protecting our city's rich past and preserving its future.
St. Augustine, 24 miles of beaches without plastic bags.
And the rest is history.
One, the oldest city in the United States that has made a commitment to replacing plastic bags with reusable ones.
10,000, the amount of money the city and businesses will spend to launch our reusable bag initiative.
1,440,000, the amount of plastic bags being eliminated by the city's 450th commemorative bag in the first year.
Nick is one of 80 inmates housed at the St. John's Juvenile Correctional Facility.
The United States spends $70 billion on prisons yearly.
2/3 of those released return in less than a year.
Not having a job is the leading cause of recidivism.
Nick had no job skills and was headed for a life of crime until he found his detour in a cable.
Our Cable Ready project, funded by a $70,000 grant from the Florida Department of Education, is our 6th vocational training program at this facility.
This program provides the participants with the necessary skills to become certified in copper, telecommunication, and fiber optic cabling.
After a needs assessment, we selected Nick and 9 others to be the first to participate in this 3-step, 110-hour course.
They will receive CTEC certification, recognized by the top companies in the cable industry.
Supplementing the certification training, our 9 Enactus mentors serve as career coaches, giving each boy the support and confidence to finish his GED or apply for college.
Working with the Career Services Department at Flagler College, we taught the young men how to build a resume, interview, and land a job.
In addition, we partnered with the Florida Department of Transportation to bring the young men to a job site and apply what they learned in the classroom to the real world.
Nick and his classmates have successfully completed the first step of this program and received their telecommunication certification.
After completing the entire program, the boys will be entered into a national database where telecommunication companies hire and recruit.
All 80 young men will be enrolled in this program.
In addition, we created a junior partner program matching the young men with potential employers.
We invited 10 representatives from major companies who hire applicants with these certifications to speak to our students.
These new skill sets and employment networking will give Nick and the others the opportunity to land a job that pays up to $35 an hour.
By finding their detour, Nick and the others discovered that it's not where you've been, it's where you're going.
6, the number of vocational and life skills programs offered by Flagler and Enactus.
80, the number of inmates empowered to get certification in copper, telecommunications, and fiber optic cabling.
30,000 savings for taxpayers by preventing one inmate from returning to prison.
70,000, the amount of money awarded to this project by a state-funded grant.
Tammy is one of 1,200 homeless in our county.
Florida's home to 1/3 of America's homeless families.
When we started working at the St. Francis House Shelter, we discovered that most of the residents are families who are homeless for the first time.
Tammy, like most of these families, is a recession casualty.
My husband and I have worked all our lives. We've raised 3 grown children. When the economy turned and we lost our jobs, we couldn't afford to pay the rent any longer, so we ended up at St. Francis House.
Joblessness leads to homelessness.
The homeless at the St. Francis House need more than temporary housing and 3 meals a day. They needed job training.
Due to hard times and recent budget cuts, the St. Francis House did not have the funds to provide that training.
To find their detour, they needed a passport. That passport is a pretzel.
Passport Pretzels is a simple business where participants make pretzels, learn culinary skills, and gain certification that will give them jobs in the food service industry.
The third fastest growing industry in the state of Florida.
Passport Pretzels is a hybrid job training program that produces both social and commercial value in a single unified strategy.
The program provides participants with an immediate source of income and reduces the St. Francis House dependency on funding.
Pretzels provide a large profit margin, and they are in high demand in our tourist city with 6 million visitors annually.
A single pretzel cart selling 400 pretzels a week will generate $104,000 in revenue annually.
To launch a pretzel business requires many twists and turns.
First, the twist.
We partnered with Samantha Farley, a legendary pretzel maker.
We raised $17,000 in startup capital through donations and grants from Walmart, Lowe's, and the Ginzbar Foundation.
We leased a mixer and pretzel oven for the St. Francis House kitchen.
We designed a pretzel cart.
We taught in-house food safety and sanitation management certification courses.
We created a marketing plan, designed delivery system, designed packaging, and a logo.
And now the turns.
15 Enactus students.
7 homeless participants.
1,300 hours.
And 26 pounds of weight gained by official Enactus pretzel tasters.
Our official launch date is July 15th, and Tammy can't wait to be rolling in dough.
With the certification classes and the hands-on experience in pretzel making, I feel really good about myself and about what the pretzel business will bring to my future. Pretzels, go figure.
Passport Pretzels contain no eggs, no nuts, no preservatives. Just 100% opportunity.
Passport Pretzels, the soft pretzel for hard times.
Antoine lives in a foster care home. Soon, he will be 18 and be forced to leave.
Unless he hit the lottery, he was headed for minimum wage and an entry-level life.
We helped Antoine find his detour in a bar of soap.
This year, Flagler and Enactus got a chance to empower Antoine and 7 others in a foster care program for youngsters who have been abused or neglected.
When we met with the foster boys, they were hostile, angry, and suspicious.
We had 38 weeks to build trust and teach these troubled kids how to transition from a group home to independent living.
Antoine, like the others, was headed in one direction, nowhere.
What he needed was a sense of identity and confidence.
We work closely with Antoine and the others, helping them with their homework, teaching them to cook, and showing them what it takes to live independently.
Despite our support and encouragement, if opportunity knocked, they still lacked the confidence to open the door. So we opened it for them.
We challenged the boys by starting a soap company. Together, we learned how to make soap and run a business. We became partners in crime.
We knew what the soap was made of. Now it was time to see what the boys were made of.
They learned that it takes more than goat's milk and essence oils to clean up their act. It takes teamwork, discipline, and a healthy dose of determination to succeed.
We worked day and night with our team to produce a product line of 5 different eco-friendly soaps.
The packaging is biodegradable. The tags are made from recycled materials, and the ingredients are all natural.
The business is called Soapy Tales, each soap telling the story of one of our partners in crime.
We produced a series of Soapy Tales videos starring our foster boys.
Soapy Tales is a soap with a story that is both unexpectedly playful and intensely personal. The tale is as fresh as soap and water. If I were to recommend one soap to read this year, I would recommend Soapy Tales. Right, Stan?
Their confidence grew with every store they visited, every booth they manned, and every bar of soap they sold.
Our soaps are now available in 19 stores and are sold online.
In the first week, Soapy Tales made $700 and to date have profits of $4,200.
But most importantly, for the first time, Antoine and the others feel that they're in control of their lives.
When these lost boys found their detour, they found themselves.
8, the number of boys who gained confidence, accountability, leadership, teamwork, trust, and opened their first bank accounts.
19, the number of stores carrying our products.
4,200 profits earned by the soap business.
1,512, the hours dedicated to empowering these young men and creating relationships that will last a lifetime.
When Adam Burke returned from his tour in Iraq, he noticed many of his fellow veterans going from the front line to the unemployment line.
Now they were fighting for jobs.
Adam started Veterans Farm to help wounded combat veterans overcome their physical, mental, and employment problems through horticulture therapy.
Last year, Flagler and Enactus worked with Adam to get veterans jobs through increasing the sales of the Veterans Farm products.
We developed a product line and marketing campaign to drive sales and tell the Veterans Farm story.
We entered Walmart's Get on the Shelf contest.
Veterans Farm Daddle Pepper Salt was selected out of over 4,000 entries as a top 10 finalist.
The contest got people to notice, to pay attention, and to get involved with the problems of veterans.
Adam's mission continues. Not all veterans are ready to enter the traditional workforce.
According to the Veterans Administration, 1 in 3 returning veterans has some kind of post-traumatic stress disorder.
A veteran commits suicide every 60 minutes.
The effects of PTSD make many of these veterans not only unemployable, but may lead to depression, homelessness, and the disintegration of families.
We helped Adam and these veterans suffering from PTSD find their detour.
Flagler Enactus' Comrades and Farms project provides economic opportunity for these veterans who are not ready to enter the workforce but have to find a source of income.
Meet Jennifer. She is married and has 2 children.
After returning from Iraq, my husband came back with many challenges. He was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, making him unemployable. He was very unsociable. He wanted to stay home all the time and stay very secluded.
Many wounded veterans and their families are living on disability, are without work, and are struggling to get by.
Flagler Enactus' Comrades and Farms project gives them hope by enabling them to supplement their disability income with revenue from a farm business.
Our veterans are given a parcel of land and the tools necessary to start a micro farm.
The veterans operate their farms independently and assume full responsibility and ownership for their businesses.
Our Enactus support team gives the veterans the basic training necessary to run a business.
Working with SCORE, a nonprofit dedicated to helping small businesses, our veterans participate in a series of workshops and webinars designed to meet the veterans' unique requirements.
Subjects include credit, pricing, sales, marketing, taxes, and profit distribution.
Our veterans grow their own produce and sell our exclusive line of Veterans Farm products developed by Flagler Enactus.
In a single week at local farmers markets, You pick, in commercial markets, a veteran can earn $500 or more to supplement his disability income.
So far, the program has turned around the lives of 8 veterans and their families.
To sustain this project, we plan to package the Veterans Farm products and marketing strategies and make it available to wounded combat veterans throughout the country.
Comrades and Farms is the bridge between the obstacle of PTSD and economic opportunity.
The rewards have not only been financial, but emotional.
The farm has changed our life. It's not just the extra income, it's the return of my husband's self-esteem and confidence. He loves being his own boss and getting out every day, and I love getting the man I married back.
Jennifer and the others are not just surviving, they are thriving, and all of our farmers look forward to the new opportunities that lie ahead.
6 microfarms currently being run by our veterans.
10 businesses carrying the Veterans Farm products, including a Sam's Club special event.
500, the supplemental income a veteran can earn weekly from our Comrades and Farms project.
34,200 profits earned from Veterans Farm products and donations.
This year, every one of our projects started with a stumble, a setback, a roadblock that required a radical change in direction.
By finding our detour, we saw things differently.
We discovered there are many ways to get to your destination.
A dead turtle awakened a city to its environmental problems, and now the entire community is on its way to eliminating plastic waste.
A cable can connect at-risk youth to new job opportunities, and now 80 young men are headed towards a bright future.
A pretzel can be a passport to a better life. And now homeless families are on the path to careers in the food service industry.
Soap made foster care kids brothers in crime, and now they are one step closer to independent living.
A microfarm helped bridge the gap between the obstacle of PTSD and job opportunities. And now veterans have turned the corner and can control their future.
John,
Nick,
Tammy,
Antoine,
Adam,
bags,
certifications,
pretzels,
soap,
preserve.
products with a purpose.
We helped our traveling companions find their detour and turn obstacles into life-changing opportunities.
And we look forward to the changes, challenges, and surprises on the road ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Flagler College. Judges, you may now begin the question and answer period.
That was a very entrepreneurial presentation. My question is, what's the inspiration for the projects and the ideas that you came up with?
We find our projects in our community in a few main ways. The first is that for us, it's really important for our team members to find a need in the community that they're passionate about and to create a project in the community that's going to fulfill that need, that is going to create passion in our team. And so that's a very important way for us to find our project. In addition, through our business advisory board, if they read something in the newspaper or they find a need in our community that they think they can fulfill, they come to us with their ideas and we work on that project together. And we also want to make sure, the last part of it is that we want to make sure that every one of our projects is sustainable. So when we do find a project, we want to make sure that we develop an idea that's going to create a large impact in the future and that we're even able to step away from it. So that's how we find our projects.
In the Cable Ready project, you list a Perkins grant in $70,000. Who wrote the grant application and where specifically do the dollars go?
That Perkins grant has to go specifically to some type of correctional facility or something where the young men that are working on that project receive some type of workforce or job training. We actually work directly with the St. John Juvenile Correctional Facility to write the grant, and once we did receive it, we helped them structure the program. The $70,000 goes to 3 main things. The first thing is we purchased all of the educational materials that the boys have to use to learn, for example, the vocabulary and the different skills that they need. The second thing that we purchased with that grant was the cabling kits. And this is what all the wires come in, what all the different tools come in. This is all the things that the boys learn, how to cut the wires, how to make the phone jacks, and how to install and lay the different cablings. And the third and most important thing is we sent 2 instructors to New Jersey to get certified in C-Tech cabling. And once they came back, they now are able to supply the boys that go through the program with the C-Tech certification in fiber, telecommunications, and copper cabling.
Yes, on your reusable bag project, how many of when you talked to the city, did you guys talk at all about eliminating plastic bags on the beaches?
Yes, we did. That was the main reason that we started doing this project, because we are a beach community, and 80% of the waste in beaches is plastic. But we found that a lot of that waste was coming from the surrounding communities. So we focused on, instead of cleaning the beaches over and over again, going to the local businesses. And what we've really done in our community is create a cultural shift in the way that they thought about plastic bags. We were so excited. We presented at different Rotaries, different Kiwanis, and business meetings. And companies want to go green. They want to get rid of the plastic waste in our community. So they were really excited to get rid of this, because they see these bags as not only a profit center, but also because it's good for the environment. And St. Augustine is known for its history. We wanted to preserve that.
How are you going to measure the success of the reusable bag program?
We'll be able to measure the success of the reusable bag program by the amount of businesses that purchase our reusable bags. We've already sent in our first order for 50 businesses that have made that purchase, and we have many other ones signed up, and also by the amount of resources that the city allocates to cleaning either the downtown area or our beaches. And we're starting to work with our waste management in St. Augustine, Florida, to come up with a way to really determine the amount of specific plastic waste that is in our community.
On your microfarms, are you guys still involved with it, and what is the growth potential for it?
Yes, we are currently still involved with the microfarms. At Veterans Farm, we're actually very excited to say that some of the veterans are actually graduating from the program, and they will be given their individual microfarm next week. So that's very exciting for them, because when they're inside of the program, they are working on that microfarm, but it's not only theirs yet, so they're going to be given that. As well as this, for growth currently, we're working on packaging the Veterans Farm products as well as their marketing strategies and pushing that out throughout the country.
Thank you.
On that same topic, can you distinguish what was done this year on that project and how much versus last year?
Last year, we focused on getting the word out about Veterans Farm. We really wanted to market what Veterans Farm was doing and how they were helping these veterans. So as we mentioned, we entered Walmart's Get on the Shelf contest, and that was a very successful way.
The question and answer time has expired. Judges, please join me in thanking Flagler College Enactus team.